guys, J9 here from GeekMyGames, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Hastilude. I have another video on how to play the game and how to set it up and some opinions on it. If you want to see that, go to my channel and look at that one. This one's going to be strictly a playthrough. I'm not going to play through the whole game, but I'm going to play through a couple of rounds so you can get a feel for the game and how a turn might go. So without further ado, here we go. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of a run through. I'm not going to play the whole game, but I'll take a couple of turns so you can see kind of how it works. So the first thing that happens in a round is you move the turn token here up one to denote the next round, and you do that in every single round except for the first one because, well, we haven't done the first one yet. So we're gonna do that first. The first player marker is going to go to green. So blue gets to choose one extra of these basic resources, and I chose stone. So we're gonna say that green is going to go first, and green, we're gonna go ahead and put out the little pieces so we can grab them easier. And green is going to, let's see, green wants to work toward this quest. He already has a level 1 knight, but he needs a level 1 armor. So level 1 armor takes 2 red cubes. So he's gonna go here to the red. For one guy, he gets 1 red cube. So he takes that red cube immediately and puts it with his stash. The blue guy took 2 of those gray ones, and he saw this order over here, and he says, I think I'm gonna go for that one. In fact, before the other guy gets it, I'm gonna go ahead and go right there. And again, since these have a black outline, I could put my my knight there as well. For these black ones with the black outlines, you can put a knight or a worker on those spaces. But I only have 1 knight so far, so we're gonna leave it where it is right now, and we're just gonna go ahead and take that order and put it in my hand. My knight is over here. I'm gonna put those out over there in the discard pile. Okay, so that was the blue guy's turn. So now it's green's turn, and he's gonna go back to red because he wants some more red cubes. Now that he has 2 guys for the red cubes at the tannery, which is leather, he gets to have 2 cubes because he now has 2 guys there. So he's gonna take another 2. And then, let's see, what does blue wanna do? You know what, blue got to start with a gold, and everybody gets 1 gold, and he's gonna use that to take another guy. So he's gonna go on his blue spot right here, take this guy, put him in his little group of workers over here, because he'll be able to use them immediately, and he's gonna pay 1 gold to be able to do that. So he's got an extra meeple already. And let's see what else we got. The green will go ahead and, let's see, he wants armor. Let's go ahead and get level 1 armor. He's gonna go to this spot here. He wants a level 1 armor. Actually, he actually has all the stuff for a level 2. So he's gonna go ahead and get a level 2. He's got, the level 2 takes 3 red and 1 orange. So he's gonna turn in 3 red and 1 orange to get a level 2 armor. So we find a level 2, and he's gonna put it on his knight over there. And he is done with that. So then it's blue's turn, and blue has decided that since the other guy hasn't gotten this over here yet, maybe he should snag it from him because he's got the armor ready, so he can go ahead and complete that this time. And he didn't take it, which he should have done that right away, because these get pretty competitive to get. So blue is gonna kind of screw over green and go here. Now for this one, to take a quest, you also get a king's favor. So he's gonna take 1 white cube, and he's gonna take this quest and put it over here. Remember, you can't have more than 2 quests or 2 orders in your hand at the same time. So he takes that. So the green guy goes, oh man, you took that from me. What am I doing now? Well, maybe I'll work towards some other armor and stuff. Let's see what else I can do. I need to have a level 1 or 2 knight, which I do, But this goes all the way up to level 8, and I only have level 3. I've got a 1 knight and 2 armor that adds up to 3. So my strength is 3, and this goes all the way up to 8. So there's probably a good chance that I couldn't beat him in a tournament yet, unless I got some more. So he's thinking, wonder if there's enough time in the rest of the game to get a little bit more. Let's see. Well, we could go for, no, I don't know if he's gonna have enough unless he goes to the market and uses his gold for that market. You know what, maybe he'll do that because he already has 1 wood. So maybe, or he could get the 2 of that because he's got the black. That's what he's gonna do. He's thinking, I need a weapon. Then maybe I can go here and actually beat this already. So he's gonna go to the market because he needs to get 2 at the same time because he's only got 2 workers left and he has to go to each of these twice to get 2 cubes and he doesn't have the time for that. So he's gonna go to the market and pay his gold to get 2 resources immediately. And he's gonna take those 2 gray cubes. So now he has 3 gray cubes and a black in his stash. So he'll be able to go and get a weapon next time if this guy doesn't get it. But this guy doesn't really have enough to get weapons. Well, we could get a level 1 weapon, but the blue guy's not sure that's what he wants to do. That takes brown. Maybe we should work up to some brown. Brown thinks that, blue thinks he's gonna get some more resource. So he's gonna go here and take 1 brown. The green guy goes, aha, I'm gonna go over here before the other guy can snatch it up, and I'm gonna get some weapons. I'm gonna get a level 2 weapon. I'm gonna pay 3 gray and 1 black, and I'm gonna look through the weapon pile and take a number 2 weapon and add it to this guy. So now my knight is worth 5 strength. It might not be enough to beat anybody in this tournament, but he thinks he's gonna try. Now it's a blue's turn. Notice he has 2 extra workers left because he went second and he got himself an extra worker this time. And sometimes that will happen, so I get a couple extra turns. He's gonna take this, and I think we're gonna work up to a shield for the next round. So we're gonna go here, and since I have 2, I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 brown. 1, 2. I now have 4 brown, and I think if I want the highest shield, I'll need 2 orange. I only have 1, and 1 black, which I have. So I'm just gonna need an orange, I think. Now it's green's turn. He's gonna take that knight, and he can't do any king's orders or quests. He doesn't have any, so he's not gonna complete any. He could go here and just get a favor or a gold, but he thinks with a level 5, and the levels of strength go all the way up to 8, he's thinking with a level 5, maybe he has a chance to win. So he's gonna put his guy here, and as soon as he does, he's entering into the tournament, into the level 1-2 tournament. He has a level 1 or 2 knight, his is level 1, and he went into the entry, so he gets 1 victory point, so he gets to move up on the victory point marker here. And then what's gonna happen is he's going to hope that he can have enough points and he'll pull a good guy that's maybe, 4 or less since he has 5. And we'll see how that goes. Now it's the blue guy's turn. He needs an orange if he wants to get a shield that next time. So he's gonna go to orange and take 1 orange or 1 copper for his thing. And he's gonna put him off to the side to kind of remind himself, hey, I wanna get a shield next time. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm putting those off to the side right there. And since the green doesn't have anything left, the blue still has his knight. And the blue, oh, he needs more brown and a gray. He'll need to get a brown next time before he can do that. Well, that's okay. He wants some gold, so he's gonna go ahead and go to the complete quest and try to at least get done with this 1 order here. And that's the end of the round. We placed all of our things. So the next thing it says to do is to go ahead and do the knights that were placed on the red border spaces after everyone is passed from left to right. We did it, usually the quests and the orders first, and then we did the tournament last because it seemed to be more exciting. I think you're supposed to go by player around the table. Yeah, it's really up to you. I don't see a big difference in that right now, but we'll go ahead and start from left to right. So he was first, so I would be to the left of him, so I would get to go first, or blue would get to go first. And he has a complete order quest. So I'm gonna take this guy off of here, and I have an order, and my order has a strength of 1, and I have to play a brown and a gray cube. Now I have one knight, and he's level 1, so that's a strength of 1. And I'm gonna pay a brown and a gray cube to the pot, like that. And notice that my reward is 2 gold. So I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 gold and put them over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn this guy down in a pile over there to show that I have gotten that order and it is complete. So I'm done with that action there. Then the tournaments go, and only green has a tournament. So he looks at his knight, and he only has 1 knight, so he's gonna take all of his weapon and armor and put it on that knight. And that makes a total of 5 strength, as you can see. So these were mixed ahead of time. We're gonna go ahead and pick up a level 2 and turn it over. And it's a 7. He has to get higher to beat this guy. He did not get higher because he only has a 5. If he would have won, he would have gotten 2 victory points and a coin. If he would have tied, he would have gotten 1 victory point. But he didn't either, he lost. So as a consolation prize, he gets a king's favor, which he's going to put over there. And then he takes this guy back. The next thing we do is take all of our players back to our sections like this. And the blue gets those, and that's, notice blue has 1 extra meeple there, and a knight. And then it says, if we're at the end of round 3 or 6, we get to change some stuff with the cards, but we're not. If there's anything missing from the order's request, we go ahead and replenish those. So we're still on deck A. So we're gonna put an A order here and an A quest here. And that's it. Then we start the new round. New round starts. This guy moves to round 2 to show that we are now on round 2. The first player changes hands. Blue is now the first player. And he says, well, I had to use one of those brown cubes for my order, so I think, well, maybe I want this over here because I do need gold. And that would kind of weaken my opponent since I'm first to take that, huh? But I still have a quest to do here, and I do want some armor. I need to get at least 1 armor to be able to do that. So I'm gonna ignore that right now, even though I could, like, you know, screw over my opponent pretty well by taking one of those. I think blue is instead gonna go ahead and go after those weapons. He's gonna go back to brown and take another brown for the one that he missed, and that'll be his turn. The green one goes, ha, ha, I want that order because I need some money. So he takes that order just like so. Now it's blue's turn. He's got all the required materials for weapons, so he's gonna go to weapons. And was it weapons? 2 green, oh no, it was shields. He decided to do shields because it's the 4 brown cubes, which we got 4 brown right here. Turn those in. 2 of the orange and 1 black, and he now can get a level 3 shield. So he's gonna go ahead and get himself a level 3 shield and put it on his knight. So he's just a little bit more powerful, a little more protected. And then it's the green's turn. And the green says, I still don't have gold, what am I gonna do? Maybe I shouldn't have done that other one, huh? Well, the other guy took 2 things. Maybe I should work toward this quest because I already have a level 1 knight and I need a level 2 armor, which I have. And I need at least a level 1 shield, which I don't have. And I need at least a level 1 weapon, which I do have. So I only need this. So he says, you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing he did. he's gonna go here. He gets a king's favor. Got a lot of those, huh? And he's gonna go ahead and take that quest and try and complete some of those quests. Then the blue guy says, all right, well, if you're gonna take all those spots, I'm gonna see what else I'm gonna do. Not knowing that he's probably gonna go for the armor because it's in his hand, so he doesn't really, didn't really see what was on that quest, so he doesn't know that. But he wants to fulfill his quest. So he thinks that if he does that, he can get that victory point this round. So he's gonna go ahead and go to red and get a red cube to be able to get at least a level 1 armor. The green guy says, I want some armor too, and I really only need a level 1 armor as well. So, because I don't have, oh, I do have armor. Wait a minute, I need a shield, and he already took the shield. But that doesn't mean I can't like work up to it for next round. I only need a level 1, but why not go for something else level, a higher level for that. So he's gonna go here and notice that his order also requires wood. So he's gonna go ahead and get some wood because he knows that he's gonna be needing that for his order and to be able to get a shield in that next round. And this guy has now 2 red. So he's gonna say, you know what? I want that armor because I don't have any. I'm just gonna get a level 1 armor. I'm gonna go there, pay the 2 red that I have, and take a level 1 armor. Woohoo! So we got the level 1 armor. We'll put it on our knight right there. And now it's the green's turn. Green still doesn't have any gold, so green knows it needs brown wood, so it's gonna go here and take 2. Now those spots are filled up and blue can no longer go there, but green now has 4 wood, which is gonna help him in the long run. So I know that I have the stuff, blue has the stuff to be able to fulfill this quest. So he's gonna go to complete quests or orders, so he can do that at the end of this round because he has 1 armor and 1 knight. And it only gives him 1 victory point, but hey, 1 point is still a point, right? Games have been won by 1 point. So he's gonna put his knight there. Now it's the green's turn and he says, I'm not sure what I wanna do. I do know that I wanna complete at least this order this time because I need some gold badly. So he's also gonna go here to the complete quests, hoping to fulfill that order at the end of the round. Now blue has 2 gold, and we could get another meeple with that gold, but I think since it takes 3 rounds to train a knight, I think this guy wants to train a knight. So he's gonna go here, pay 1 gold, like so, and he'll start moving up at the end of this round because he wants to train his knight. He wants to get another knight. Now it's green's turn, he still has 1 more left, and he's not really sure what he needs. Let's see, we need an orange for this and 2 black. Well, he doesn't have 2 to put him on black. So he thinks he'll just go here and take an orange for this turn. Still working up to what he's gonna be doing the next round because he needs some armor. And the blue has 1 more meeple left, and he thinks that he wants to, he's gonna go ahead and go, since he's already here on this red, he's gonna put another 1 there because that way he could get 2 red instead of just 1, and he knows he'll be able to use it down the road for something. So we're gonna do that, I think. Oh, wait a minute, I don't know if I wanna do that. Do I wanna do that? No, I'm not gonna do that. Blue is not gonna do that. Blue is going to go over here. He's gonna upgrade a knight. Now it costs a king's favor and 1 gold, and he has lots of king's favor over here, so he's gonna pay gold and a king's favor, and he takes his level 1 knight, puts it back in the pile, and finds a level 2. So now blue has a level 2 knight, And if he puts all of his armor and tools and stuff together, he is now worth 6 points. So he's getting up there in strength. Hopefully we'll be able to beat some of these tournaments here soon. So he now has that, because you just add up all the numbers on there. And that's everything that's been placed. So at the end of the round, any of the knights that are being entrained get to move 1 to the right at the end of the round. Then these get to be replenished. We're not on round 3 yet. So the orders will just be replenished with A, like so. And then we execute all the boxes down here from left to right. And we'll go ahead and start with the green guy, since blue got to go first, and he wants to complete his order. So he has an order that looks like this, like so. And it has a strength of 1, pay 2 brown cubes, and he gets 2 gold. So he obviously has at least a strength of 1. He's got more than that. And he's gonna pay 2 of his brown cubes, and he's completed the order. He now gets to turn it over into a pile over here next to his stuff, and he gets 2 gold, which is something that he's been wanting to get. So we will go from there. Oh, look at the order, it has 2 red. I should have done that. I should have gotten that 2 red, huh? But I didn't know what was gonna come up next. In any case, that's the end of the round. We did, oh, he did his, right? So he gets to take that back. Then I get to do mine, and I'm fulfilling my quest. I need a level 1 armor and at least a level 1 knight. I have a level 2 knight and a level 1 armor, so it fulfills that quest. Whenever you use any of your armor, tools, any of that stuff, it doesn't go back. Like, you always get to keep it. You just can only use it for one thing at a time. So I'm gonna use it to complete this quest, which gives me 1 victory point. I'm gonna turn that over and move myself up 1, or move blue up. At least I was playing blue earlier, so I see myself as blue. Take this guy back, then we all take our people back. Notice I'm down to 1 less again. I have 5 again, because I have one of my guys here training to be a knight. So I don't get to take him back. So I only have 4, I have back to 5. There we go. Okay, and this guy didn't buy any meeples because he didn't have any gold, so he's just gonna take his guy back, but he probably will this time. And the first turn player marker gets passed to green, and this marker gets to be moved up to the 3. Nothing happens right now, it just shows that we're in round 3, but at the end of round 3, we will be changing these piles from A, orders and quests, to level B, orders and quests. And let's see what else we got. So green gets to go first, and let's see what he's gonna do. So green is gonna go first on round 3 here, and we're gonna take him, and let's see, he wants armor so he can fulfill that quest, and he only needs a level 1 armor, so he's gonna go here and take 1 red so he can do that, hoping that the other guy doesn't take anything like that. Well, blue doesn't have any orders or quests right now, so he needs more gold. He's gonna go ahead and go here and take this order, just like so. Green now has the stuff to be able to get an armor, which is what he needs to fulfill his quest, because he already has weapon and a shield, right? Oh no, he does need armor. Oh, I made a mistake. He needs a shield, so he needs 2 brown, which he already has. So he's just gonna go here, unless we're gonna work our way up. No, we're not. He's gonna go here and pay just the 2 brown, straight up, 2 brown, and get a level 1 shield. So he can now fulfill that quest that he has. All right, so he got a level 1 shield, put it on his guy, and that's his turn. Now blue needs to get some red, so he's gonna go here and take a red. And green knows that they want a meeple and a knight this time, and we've got 2 gold, so he's probably gonna do it. So he's gonna start over here with the green, and he's gonna pay 1 gold to take a meeple and add it to his stash over here to be able to play with it immediately. And the blue guy says, well, he hasn't taken that quest yet. I think I'm gonna try that quest. So he's gonna do that, take a King's Visor, which is something you get every single time you take a quest. And he'll take that quest and add it to his pile over here. Oh, I forgot to get the red. Well, hopefully the other guy won't go for red. So now it's green's turn, and green says, well, oh, did I move that up? No, I got that on the second turn. So yeah, he did move up. So now this guy is gonna say, I wanna start training a knight 2. So I'm gonna go here and pay 1 gold. And at the end of the round, he'll start moving up. Just to let you know, you can have more than 1 guy on this track working their way up. Like I could put a guy on here right now if I wanted to, and he would continue to move up. You can have as many on there as you want, but you can only get those last 2 and have a 3 total. So, but you can't have them working their way up at the same time. However, I don't have any gold, so I can't do that this round. So instead, the blue guy is going to go here and get 2 red because he wants some red to be able to fulfill that order that he has. And the green guy says, okay, what am I trying to do? Let's see, I have a lot of white. Could use some gold, but I spent it all. He says, you know what, I'm just gonna need some resources here shortly. And I have 1 of everything, so eventually if I have another knight, I'm gonna need more of everything too. So he's gonna go ahead and go and get some stone. He's gonna start with 1 stone because he's gonna need that to get a weapon, for example. The blue guy doesn't have a lot of guys left, but he knows that he wants to complete this order. So he's gonna go here with his knight to complete that order. And if I wanted to complete the quest at the same time, I would have to have another knight to go here. And I'd have to have another knight card with enough weapons on it to match the strength or to fulfill whatever the quest is. But I think I'll focus on the order because I need some gold. Gold you really need at the beginning of this game. And later on, you'll use that to convert more into points. But the first half of the game, it's really about the gold. So that's what he's gonna do. And this guy knows that he also wants to complete his quest, so he's gonna go here with his knight. And the blue guy takes his last blue guy. And let's see. Blue guy is gonna go. What else do I need? I don't have an orange. Blue guy's gonna go here and take an orange because he just needs some resources, I think. And there we go. And now the blue guy says, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go here and take 2 blue or 2 gray since I'm there already. And my second one gives me more resources to kind of help myself out. And that's the end of the round. So now we do the end of round stuff, which is moving these guys up. This one goes up 1 step, this one goes up 1 step. And no tournaments are being fought right now, so we just complete these orders. Starting from the left of the first player, so that's gonna be blue. Blue wants to complete this order, which is a strength of 1, requires 2 red cubes, and gets blue 2 gold. So he takes this guy back. He has a strength of 1, he's got more than 1. He pays these 2 red cubes, and he completes it, turns it upside down, and he go ahead and takes the 2 gold and adds them to his supply. Green guy says, I wanna complete my quest. I have a shield. I have a shield of 1, which is what is required. Okay. And I have a weapon, that's 2, so that's at least a 1. And then I need an armor of 2, which I have, and a knight of 1. So I can complete this quest. He turns it upside down because he owns all those things. And he gets 2 victory points for that one. So he goes up 2 victory points, and he takes this guy back. Then everybody takes all of their pieces back, except for your training your knights here, okay? So green will take all of his pieces back, like so. Blue takes all of their pieces back. And then we do end of round stuff. We already moved those up. Probably should have waited. I mean, there's a certain order. I might have done those out of order, but I've never seen that it makes a difference on when you move those up, as long as you do them once and you know that you've done them. When we completed the quests and the orders that we had, and now we replenish, except we are on round 3. So for round 3, if there were any here, we would take them off and add them to the A piles. So we'll take those A piles, move them off to the side, and we're now up to the B piles. So we're gonna place a B order on the order spot and a B quest. Notice there's more requirements for these, and there's more rewards or higher rewards for those as well. It also says to replenish the market back to what it was originally, which is 2 of each of the basic resources. So we need to add 2 stone. It already has 2 leather and 2 wood, and 1 copper and 1 iron, which it already has. And that's pretty much it. We go to the beginning of the round now. Turn order marker gets moved to the next person, and we're now on round 4. I think that's enough to show you kind of how the game works. And when you get to the end, you'll see the points on the very last page. It's a good page to have open throughout the game. It tells you over here the round overview so you don't forget to do something. And then over here it has all the final scoring. And it's pretty self-explanatory, I think. I think it's pretty easy. So that's how you play Hastilude.